Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be looking at how we can create this beautiful flyer using Microsoft PowerPoint. So get your computer ready and design with me. I have a folder that has all the images we'll be using in this project. A link to these images is provided in the description, so you can download the images and then you work along. So let's get started. Create a new project in Microsoft PowerPoint, and then we need to change our page setup. So to do that, we go to design, then we go here, go to custom slide, then we select. I will be using A4 paper. I want a portrait, so you can choose any size of paper you want, and I want to ensure fit. Okay, so now we have our paper set. Let me get rid of all this for now. First, we would have to create a background for our flyer. The background has this gray color, not very much gray, so we create that. Go to insert, choose a rectangular shape, then we don't want an outline for it, so we want the color to be this. We want this color, so this is fine. Now that we have our background, the next we'll be doing is to add these shapes. So to do that, so we go to insert, and now we use this rectangle with the round corners. We press shift and control to draw a rectangle with all sides equal. This is equal key. Then we need to rotate this at an angle. So to do that, go here, rotate, more options, then we change the angle here, 45 degrees. That's okay. Then you realize that this is too curved from our image. It's just a little curve there, so the radius, you need to reduce it. Click and hold this and drag to reduce. Then also we need to reduce the size. And I'm going to duplicate this shape, so I select this shape, press Ctrl and D to duplicate it and drag it to this end. Then I duplicate again and drag it to this end, and also duplicate again. So now that I have my shapes ready, I need to get rid of some unwanted parts of the shape. So we go to insert, shapes, select a rectangle, then we draw a rectangle, making sure that it aligns with the edge of our background. We hold Ctrl and select the shape. When we have the two shapes selected, you realize that the merge shapes become active. So we go here, then intersect. So we do the same thing for the other shapes as well. You can zoom in if you want. Rectangle. So now that we have our shapes ready, what we need to do next is to insert our images. We select the shape, then we go to picture texture field. Okay, I don't want the image to rotate with the shape. Do the same for this as well. When you look carefully at the images, you realize there's this white border around it, and then also a shadow effect around them. So we add that next. And the shadow effects. And we need to now change the color here. Now that we are done with the images, what we need to do next is to add this little price tags. So we insert a circle, press and hold Ctrl and Shift, click and draw your circle. Once you get a shape, we would like it to have the green color. You don't want an outline for it. It also has a shadow effect around it. You can now add the text to it. So if you want, you can zoom in. Now you can select these two, the text and the shape. Then press Ctrl G to group them. Then now you can duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D. So we want one here, and then we duplicate again. I'll zoom out a little. And now we change the values. I would adjust this a little. This is okay. Now what we need to do next is to add this white background. Draw a rectangle. We don't want an outline. We want a white color. And then we need to send it behind this. What we need to do next is to add this part. And then we duplicate this and put the same thing here. Now we have to take off the unwanted parts. So just as we did for the other shapes, we draw a rectangle, making sure it aligns with the edge of our background. Then we select both shapes and intersect. Do the same thing for the other shape as well. Then we can now take off the outline and add the shadow. And finally the color. Now we add the tests. This is special services. Select this and increase the font size a bit. 32 is okay. Make it bold. And then the color, we want the same color as this. I'll duplicate this. Now we have to add this. Add the second one as well. Now we can add our tests. says always fresh. Increase the font size. Alright, now we add our text here. Add our text. The first part says order now with some numbers. Then next we add the tests we have here. Add the lorem ipsum test here, so it's a random test. Just going to generate a random test. We looked at how to do this in one of our videos, our previous videos. Go to lorem bring a bracket, what, 1 and press enter. This text has been generated for me, but I think it's too much. Do some black text under here. Just going to copy some part of this and repeat that twice. Then I give that a black color. Also reduce the font size. Make sure everything fits. Then finally we need to add this Twitter handle. We need to take off the background and change the color. And also need to change the color. Now we are almost done, but when I zoom into the top, this is not what we expect, so we need to take that off. To do that, I zoom out, press Ctrl A to select every feature here, and then Ctrl G to group them all. Now that it's grouped, I'll press Ctrl C to copy, create a new slide, change this layout here to an empty one, and I'll paste this as a picture. It comes as a picture, so you realize we cannot select any parts here. Now we can crop the unwanted parts of that's a picture format, crop, and I'll zoom in so I can see what I'm doing very well. Wrap once a little. I want this part off. I also want this part off. This part off. I want this little bit of this off. Zoom out, and this is good. So there we have it. We have our flyer now. I'll save it here as picture, PPT flyer, and I'll save this here. When I go to that folder now, I have my flyer here. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. If you are yet to subscribe, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.